Good evening YouTube, it's Hannah from Smaugish and I've got part 3 of my Gothy wardrobe on a budget series of videos. This is the last part. I'm going to do makeup in this video. So goth makeup is probably one of the places that you can have the most fun, but it can also be kind of daunting. Luckily at the moment, for whatever reason, some really awesome makeup with really awesome colours that we goths can utilise is really big on the high street. And there's so much more products out there now than there was when I was a teenager and I was starting to get into goth. Like, I remember I had to wait to go to Camden to go to the Dark Side shop or Black Rose to get Stargazer makeup, for example. And when I found that Barry M did a black lipstick, I was beside myself with joy. Nowadays, I think Rimmel are doing black liquid lipsticks and L'Oreal are doing crazy coloured lipsticks. And you've got brands like MUA, Makeup Revolution, Freedom, that are doing amazing colours to help you be really creative at phenomenal prices that you can buy with pocket money. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. I've got a selection, and my whole face, by the way, is high street today. Now, admittedly, my base is one of those places that when it comes to foundation, I spend money. I spend much more money on my base than I do anywhere else. However, if you look super spoopy and you like looking pale and you want to buy a foundation but you don't have the budget to go to Kat Von D or Illamasqua or something like, or Urban Decay, then you can get some really good pale foundations now on the high street. Brands like NYX have quite pale foundations. If you're not so concerned with cruelty-free status, then I know I used to use a Maybelline foundation that was pale enough, and there's L'Oreal foundations that are pretty pale, so you can find foundations on the high street. What I've done today, and what I quite often do because I'm pretty lazy, is I put my primer on, which is an e.l.f. primer, and then I just use my collection Lasting Perfection concealer in No. 1 Fair, that old YouTube classic, and I just put it on under my eyes, my nose, any other red bits, blend it in with a Primark beauty blender, and then I will powder. Now for today I have used this one, but I also use a powder by Soap and Glory and a powder by NYX that are absolutely phenomenal, really good. But today I use this, which is the Makeup Revolution Ghost Powder. Again, Halloween is the perfect time to add to your makeup collection if you're a goth, because they always bring out cool things like this to help you do like special effects makeup, but as goths we can use it. And this is actually a really good powder because it's really hard to cake it on, and it gives you that nice pale ethereal ghostly glow. Obviously if you have dark complexion, if you're a darker skin colour, you can be a goth. Embrace your skin colour. I'm Irish, I have quite a pale skin tone, but if you are dark, embrace that. You can still be a goth and not be a pasty, ghostly white person. Like, I hate that idea that you have to be super pale white to be goth. Like, not at all. So yeah, if you are darker skinned, then use a foundation that suits your skin tone. Don't try and be lighter than you are. Something else that I think I've only really just got into in the last couple of years is contouring. Now, normally when I'm contouring for like a more natural look, I will use a sort of greyish brown eyeshadow from NYX. But I wanted to show you this because again it's awesome, and it's the Revolution Ghost Sculpt. I'm not sponsored by Revolution or MUA or NYX or anything like that in this video. You might think I am. Bloody wish I was, but I'm not. So this Ghost Sculpt is really cool because on the one side you have sort of like a highlighter, but you could use this, I don't think it has any shimmer in it, so you could use this as a powder. But this side is this really nice sort of charcoal grey, and it is very blendable. I'm wearing it as my contour to give me some cheekbones now, but it's also super good if you want to do that sort of really trad death rock super defined contour, for example, the kind of thing that It's Black Friday does. This is fantastic for that. Something that I think is absolutely amazing, and I still haven't got my hands on the black one from MUA. MUA and Makeup Revolution are fantastic for highlighters. Now this one is from MUA, it's so it's quite sparkly, but it's called Ice Sparkle and it is a blue and I'm wearing it now. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a really good way of adding a cool highlight, especially if you're pale. A cool blue highlight looks really cool and a bit ghostly, so great for a goth. Now this one I think would look quite nice even if you're quite dark, and it's the Ghost Lights by Makeup Revolution. I must say the Makeup Revolution Halloween collection this year, they absolutely killed it. This is one of my favourite highlighters. I think today when I'm wearing this, the Ice Sparkle by MUA, it's like the first time I haven't worn this highlighter since I got it. What makes it even cooler is, I don't know if you can see that, but like it has a skull on the powder. It's like they made it for goths, and it's this really nice pink, iridescent pink. Again, because of the lighting you can't really see it properly, but trust me, in real life it's absolutely gorgeous. If you're a goth and you want to highlight, you want those light iridescent colours. You don't want to go in with something really dark, unless you want to. If you want to, like with, for example, the black highlights or something, then go for it. The beauty of goth makeup is you can really make it your own. But things like, for example, in the high end, the Kat Von D Alchemist holographic palette, that's perfect for goth highlighting. So something like this, or that blue, or even you can get just white highlighters, are absolutely perfect. And all of this stuff, by the way, all of this makeup costs, I think the most expensive thing costs £6, and that's the palette, so yeah. And then onto eyes, something, especially if you're doing like a more dramatic eye look, that's something that's important as eye primer. This is the Freedom Pro Eye Primer. I'm using it currently. I will admit, sometimes I use the Urban Decay Primer Potion, but this is just as good, and this is so much cheaper. So I think MUA do a really good one as well, but yeah, this is the Freedom Makeup Eye Primer, and it's great. Eyeshadow wise, I have two palettes. You can probably guess who they're made by, but I think this company makes the best eyeshadows on the high street, hands down, and that's Makeup Revolution. So I've got two to show you here. This one is one of my absolute favourite palettes. I use it all the time, and it's their Dead or Is Alive palette, and you can see all the colours that they have, perfect for making a goth look. This white here is great. I'm wearing it now. It's so nice. So yeah, it's a really good palette. This was in their Halloween collection last year, but I do think you can still get it. And the other one, because as a goth, sometimes it can be really fun to inject some colour in your makeup. This is the Makeup Revolution Ultimate Colour Chaos palette, and it's so much fun. Look at that, some really awesome colours in there. Also good eyeshadow, I must say, but they are that much pricier than Makeup Revolution ones, are NYX eyeshadows. They are also very good. And then eyeliner. So I have a few to choose from. Something that could be really good, especially if you want a really precise look, is using a gel. And the Collection Lasting Colour Gel Eyeliner, I've got it, of course, in black. It's just called black. But this is really good, and it comes with a little brush, but you can also get your own longer brush to use it, and it actually lasts pretty well. It's not as good as my Inglot, I'm going to say that, but it is a pretty good high street alternative. And you can get it in a few colours, which could be quite fun, you know, if you're going out, you wanted to experiment with a purple or a blue. But yeah, that's a really good gel eyeliner. I've got a couple of other eyeliners. I'm going to be honest, I don't tend to wear pencil eyeliner that much anymore, but if you do and you can use it as lip liner, I think one of the best ones I've ever used is the Smaugish, which is by Soap and Glory. I think they do still do it, but I got this for Christmas last year and it's actually really good. Quite oily, watery eyes, so I don't find pencil liner stays that well, but this one is pretty good. And one of the absolute best eyeliners I've ever used on the high street, I'm wearing it now, and I almost prefer it to my Trooper, my Kat Von D Trooper, almost, is the NYX Epic Ink Liner, which is their Trooper dupe. It's great, I'm wearing it now. It is black, it lasts, you can get a really good line with it, it's pretty easy to use, and it's just one of the absolute best. I think this is £9, so I lied earlier when I said the most expensive thing was £6, but that's still not that much more expensive. Eyebrows and mascara, because a lot of people think that to be a goth you have to shave your eyebrows off. I quite clearly have my own eyebrows still, just because it's too much hassle to draw them on every single day for work. I've never not had eyebrows. I use this Gosh eyebrow pencil. Gosh is a great company actually. I need to try some more of their stuff. Again, they have a really good pale foundation actually. But yeah, So this is just a normal eyebrow pencil from Goth. It has pencil one end, spoolie the other end, a few quid. Makeup Revolution also do a really good eyebrow kit. And I actually got a really good eyebrow kit from Poundland, believe it or not. So really, eyebrows I think are an important part of your makeup routine for Goth, but you don't have to spend lots of money. This mascara I got on a whim because I needed mascara. I forgot to bring any and I went to Wilkinson's with my ex and I just picked this up because I needed some. So it was about no more than £5 I want to say, and it's the Fast Stroke Defining Liner from Collection, and it is one of the best eyeliners I've ever used. It doesn't smudge, it lasts, it really helps define my lashes, so that's good. Then onto one of my favourite parts of my makeup, and that is my lips. Now here are two lip liners. One is from NYX and it's this grey one. They've just released their line of liquid suede lip liners which go with their liquid suede lips, and these are really good liners. They're pigmented, they glide on easy. This one came in a kit from Makeup Revolution. It came from the Kiss of Death kit, and it's not a great lip liner, it's not incredibly pigmented, but it's still good, and it's a black. To be honest with you though, you can use black eyeliner to line your lips. That's what I used to do back in the day before we had all these cool colours. For liquid lips, I have lots of the NYX liquid suedes, but I'm not gonna show them because they are a little bit expensive. You can get liquid lipstick for cheaper from other brands. MUA do a lot of liquid lipsticks. I don't have any of their liquid lipsticks anymore. Freedom do some of these. Now these aren't liquid lipsticks, they don't dry matte. This is one of their Pro Melts lip glosses, but it's blue. They're their dupes for the sort of I think they're Too Faced melted liquid lipsticks. So there's that. Then there's this. This is from the Makeup Revolution. I can't remember what they're called, but they're lip kits. And this is the Kiss of Death, which is a black. Now I am going to be perfectly honest, I don't think this is one of the best things I've bought, because when it first goes on it looks great, it's pigmented, it looks really nice, it's a really nice deep black colour, but it doesn't last very long. It didn't take very long for it to completely crack, and luckily I'd taken a black lipstick with me to top up, and I just had to reapply my lipstick. So this isn't great, but it is an option. If you don't have much money, the Revolution liquid lipsticks are pretty good, the lip kits, and they come with a matching lip liner, so can't go wrong. This I'm wearing now is also from Makeup Revolution. Again, I'm going to be honest, it's not the greatest lipstick I've ever used. It took quite a few swipes to build up to even this intensity, and even then I would like it more, but it is a black that you can get on the high street. So that's what it looks like. It's from their Beyond Vamp collection, and this colour is Give Them Darkness. But you can get black lipsticks from MUA, you can get them from Barry M, all those kind of places. So I think it's quite an exciting time on the high street, the drugstore, for lipsticks. And the other one I just wanted to show, and this is a bit more expensive again, but it's still high street, is from Kiko Milano, and it is this awesome teal coloured lipstick. So like I said, if you're on a budget, you're just starting to add some more goth things, or you're just starting to get into makeup, have a look around. You don't have to go to Kat Von D, to Illamasqua, to Manic Panic. You don't have to go to these really expensive brands to get cool goth makeup. Like I said, everything I'm wearing today is from the drugstore, and most of it, I think, what I've got on my face right now, nothing cost more than £6. Apart from maybe my eyeliner. My eyeliner costs about £9, but everything else costs about £6. So it's a really, really exciting time to be a goth, I think. I wish I was a teenage goth just getting into it now, because I would look so much better than I did when I was first started getting into it. I'm telling you that now. So I hope this video has helped. I hope you found it informative. I hope you found it useful. And please leave me some comments below if you can think of anything else that I missed, or you've got any tips and tricks. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you very much for viewing. Bye.